Hello guys, my name is Jared aka Jared84 and today we're going to be building a rustic house with one simple catch. Everything I build must be a rustic house. Everything. Even the mountains. Right, don't know quite how this is going to turn out yet, but let's go. Alright, welcome to the island I built. And when I said everything, I did mean everything. If you'll take a look here, just get a little higher. You begin to see an interesting pattern in this island. That's right, even the island itself is a rustic house. I mean, I couldn't really do much detail, but here you go, rustic island. I think we're going to build a cool little bridge here. We're going to build the main island here. Maybe we can get some other, like, small rustic houses dotted around. Maybe a large, like, farm, something here. Maybe a kind of lookout tower here. It's gonna be cool. I'm gonna build some trees, but obviously those are gonna need to be rustic houses as well, which is where this starts to get interesting. I might build a boat, but that also has the flaw of needing to be a rustic house, so I don't know. Now that I think about it, this bridge also needs to be a rustic house, which could be interesting, and maybe I could build a rustic house pond somewhere around here. That might look cool. Let's get in time lapse and see what happens. Ready? I'm not. Let's go.
And here we are. Welcome to this place. This looks pretty cool. Look, we got a nice bridge, got a house, got a farm over there. We'll start out with the bridge. A nice design here. It's a little, I forgot what to call this, where it like fades between the two. Still don't know what it's called. Got a nice house. As I said, everything has to be a rustic house, but I decided to be a little creative and make just a rustic house bridge. It's pretty nice. And here we have the main actual rustic house. Nice little deck here. Inside, we have a couple rooms. We have this relaxing area, bookshelves and stuff. Got this kitchen. Cook some food, got some stuff down there, pretty cool. Over here we got a little bit of storage under stairs, cupboard under stairs. Up here, bedroom. So balcony out here. Looks pretty cool. Got this couch thing here made of beds. This. Up here we have more beds. So bedroom up here. And then on the final top floor, I haven't built anything yet. Right. I thought I did that, but you know, I'll do that in a minute. We also have this right here.
Hello, my name is NPC Grian.
What?
I'm here to teach you how to make a house.
Please don't.
I'm going to give you a step-by-step, first hand on how to do it.
I'm out of
So
here.
let's start with the first step.
No.
We're going to need a base to our house.
No, we won't.
Here, let me draw something on the floor for you, and then start it off.
Please get me out of here. Let's go over to the farm now. Okay, where people won't force us to build rustic houses. We have this nice little farm, which now, ironically, now that I think about it, is a rustic house. Because that was the requirement of the video. This place will immediately fill with water if it ever rains, but luckily I have weather turned off. And this nice farm. These rows here. I put some nice little bushes and stuff in between. Make it look nice. Then we got all this wheat. Looks pretty cool, I think. And then obviously this whole place still is a giant rustic house. I think tower, maybe? Rustic house tower? Tower of rustic houses? Maybe? You know, there's a couple things I could do. Then I think we're going to decorate the scenery a bit with some trees. Also the house, look at this. I did more detail than the last rustic house I built. I really like it. We got these nice window frame things. We got some smoke coming out. A nice little gradient down here. Looks really cool. I think it turned out pretty nice. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do a time-lapse. Me boneless. I'm going to build the trees, possibly in time-lapse. Probably off camera, though. And those are going to have to be rustic houses too, aren't they? Maybe I'll add a couple rustic house bushes. You know, maybe a rustic house road. Maybe. Oh, rustic houseboat. That might work. Okay. See you in a bit. So as I first bonus. Actually, you'll see me right now because I'm doing time lapse. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. And here we are! Tower! As I said, I was gonna build this. I really like how this turned out. It looks like a tower, but also like a rustic house. I tried... Okay, the interior detail on this house was kind of just my normal amount of detailing. You know, just really light amount of detailing. The kitchen, at least the kitchen in that build, I think I overdid just a bit just to see how it turned out. I think it looks kind of cool. Got this pathway going through. So I made basically this bridge again, but vertical, which was a little bit hard to figure out. But it works. It works and seems to work well. As you can see, got this whole place going over to here. Got the entrance to the tower. This looks really cool. Like I did some detailing all around here to make it look nice, and all the way up the tower. We got like a little chimney here with smoke coming out, just like over there. Then inside, first floor, looks pretty nice. Got a lot of detail. I found this cool little detail where I put like the button here to show that there's like it's connected. I think that turned out pretty cool. We also have this. So I don't know what it is, but it looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Then we got the side railing going up. This floor we have some paintings and stuff. Not the most decorated floor, but this one is where the decoration starts increasing. I did a lot of detail on this. Another one of these, don't know what it is. We've got this floating lantern thing. Looks nice. Got some stuff hanging down there. Candles, cool floor design. I love this floor, especially for kitchens. It looks really cool. Got some banners here, some paintings, some meat hanging. Little storage area. Got these drawers. Knife here, some meat, sink. Got furnaces. More storage back here. Cool view, I guess. Then up here, you have this bedroom-like area. Pretty cool. And this area, it's also nicely detailed. Got a nice bunk bed, normal bed, I guess. This area, another bedroom. A lot of bedrooms in this place. Pretty cool. And scaffolding going up here. You can see out the window here. Look, there's the smoke. No, I could have used campfire smoke, but I think that looks so much cooler. And we got the attic here. Like, small, but I didn't have much space. I really think this turned out really nice. Obviously, this build is not done. Well, my render distance is really low. 12. To be fair, I normally keep it at 12, but recently I found that my computer, for some reason, my computer can suddenly run at 24 render distance, which it couldn't before, which is really weird. Yeah, I think this place just needs a little bit more landscaping. You know, like trees, rocks, bushes. The only problem is that's also going to have to be a rustic house. It's a slight problem. You know, for like a joke, like just a funny challenge build, this actually is looking like really good. Like genuinely, this looks so cool. Also, by the way, I was right. Look, it flooded. I mean, it had a little help from me with the water bucket, but it did flood. And now I have like this sprinkling of water droplets onto the farm. Which wasn't intentional, but looks cool, I guess. Alright. I need to quickly detail this. No time lapse for this one. I'm just going to build it. It's going to take me a few hours. How many hours have we spent? 11 hours. It's gonna take me, this will probably be at least 12 by the time I finish building the landscape, but I guess, wait, I have an idea. I'll make this a bit quicker. Ready? Let me just get some coordinates. We're gonna go, what, this view? This view? view do you guys want? We're gonna go right here. All I have to do is 73, 77, 47, -138, -2.4, and then replace the first part with the username, and then save that command, and here we go. Boom, done, easy. Some of my arms shrunk through the process. Again, this keeps happening to me. I don't know why this is happening to me. It's probably a mod. But look at this. Got landscape. It's all landscaped. We got a ton of trees, a couple bushes. This looks really nice. I put these trees on stream, and I think they look pretty cool. If you can't tell the rustic part, it's the there's rustic houses. The leaves are all rustic houses, just at the end of the branches. Look, you can see roof, you can see the building part, and it just that repeated. I think it looks good, and it looks enough like a tree, but it's still the rustic house, so it doesn't fail, which does bring me on to the next subject, which is I did kind of fail by building this bush as not a rustic house. But I didn't really want to ruin this project any further. I mean, not that you can call this ruined. Look at the beautiful, beautiful builds I've built. I think this looks really amazing. Do have one final build here, which is the rustic houseboat. Rustic houseboat? Something on those lines? Rustic houseboat. Okay. I think this looks pretty cool. Nice tattered sail. Don't think this would actually function as a sail, but you know, it looks cool, and I guess that's what really matters with the build. We have this nice chair, steering wheel, you can steer, got a rudder back here, I think. Yeah, very nice boat. I think I did pretty well in the boat. This is obviously the rustic house part. Looks pretty cool. It's a small rustic house on the boat. Up here we have the crow's nest, or I suppose crow's rustic house, because this also has the roof of a rustic house, because that was required. Okay, inside we have some stone, which would probably be too heavy if this was a real boat, but it looks cool. We have, ignore that. We have a bench, couch thing. We have a chest, furnace, lantern, flower pot. Up here we have another lantern, bed, and storage. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This project was really fun. Like, I think I actually did really enjoy doing this. It's... I got a chance to build more rustic house. I got to practice my interior building skills. I got to practice turning things into rustic houses. We got the nice diagonal builds. I got to build some more trees. Yeah, this was pretty fun. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. As always, map download is available in the description. Thank you, and see ya.